Cook that shit up, Quay. Baby. No pockets. That is my dog. Yeah. That is my dog for sure. That is my dog. That is my dog for sure. That is my dog. Me and my dog. We get them 2 in a row. Me and my dog. We get them 2 in a row.
Hi, I'm with Lil Baby right now, Atlanta, Georgia. How's it going, man?
How you doing today? How you doing?
I'm great. So you've been touring for the past few weeks now with PnB Rock. How does it feel to be back home finally?
Feels great, definitely, and I felt like I was home from the crowd and all that, so it definitely feels good. I got a chance to see a couple bros, couple family members I ain't seen in a couple days, couple weeks, so real good feeling to be back in the A.
I feel you, and that's one of the things that you've been repping, the real Atlanta, the SWAT. Why is it so important to you to rep that?
Because that's where I come from, that's like a part of me, like that's me, and that's us, like everybody, so I got to stand on that.
Rapping wasn't really the plan, like it's fairly recent. How did it come about? I know you were hanging out with Young Thug a lot in the studio. I know Coach K trying to push you, do all that stuff. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Just basically just being around it and just having a story to tell, having a swag to go with it, and just to do it. I just had other people telling me to do it. I never really wanted to do it, but I always been around it. So, and I got a passion for music. So once I tried and it started to unfold, it just started working. Now I'm here today.
We also know that P was in your life before music. Like, what kind of impact that he had on your life? Like, what kind of advice he gave you?
It's more like a motivation, like from afar and from a close, cause like I'm kind of firsthand seeing the greatness of like what somebody can accomplish, or the grind, the hard work. So it's definitely like a whole lot before I ever even thought about rapping. Just period, just with handling your business, running your business, being a business, just everything, every aspect. So it was definitely like a major impact on my life, just being around certain people like P before I even got in the industry.
A lot of people overseas, especially since we're doing this interview for France, know you through My Dawg. Really, that's the big song. Can you tell us more about how you came up with the idea?
That is my dog for sure. That is my dog. That is my dog for sure. That is my dog. Me and my dog. We get them 2 in a row.
I actually just like I am now. I be around a lot of my dogs, like my partners, my friends. I call them my dogs. We always in the studio, and I just came up with it. But the crazy thing about it is, when I made the song, I actually kind of knew like the song was gonna be kind of big, cause everybody can relate to it. Like your dog, his dog, everybody got a dog they cool with. You know what I'm saying? I'm here with my dog. You know what I'm saying?
One of the other songs that really got big is Freestyle, and it has more than 40 million views on YouTube. Is that something also that surprised you, or you're like, no, I got a banger right there?
Yeah, definitely surprised. It wasn't even a real video on YouTube. Like, it was just something my cameraman put some slideshows together. Just put it up, out of nothing, and it just turned into that.
So I don't think you're rocking the chain today, but can you tell us a little bit more about? Right, you got Lil Baby, but you have also the 4PF. Can you tell us a little bit more about the concept?
4PF, they stand for 4 pockets full. You know what I'm saying? That's like the family, or like the bros, our little movement. Ain't no gang or nothing like that, but it's like a movement. It ain't just like a rap label or nothing like that. But it is a rap label, you know what I'm saying? But that's not just what it is, like more of a movement. It's called 4 pockets full. To
get back to what you were saying earlier about My Dawg, you always had a lot of people around you. We talked about Dawg, but there's also Gunna that I think is here in the building right now. A lot of people, really a lot of artists around you. Like, why does it matter for you to be surrounded by people that have the same interests that are also in the industry? I
mean, it's just how life goes right now, you know, just like what I'm used to, what I'm being around. Like, I'd rather be comfortable around the people I know than around other people, or be by myself, you know what I'm saying? I really not that much into making new friends, like far as you personally hang around all day, every day, you know what I'm saying?
So when we talk about Marlo, Gunna, Dawg, where did you meet all those guys?
In the streets of Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Different neighborhoods, but definitely Atlanta. Not like on a music tip or nothing like that, but just from growing up in Atlanta.
Were they also the kind of people to give you advice as far as your music career and everything else?
Definitely advice. But even if they didn't give me advice, I learned a lot from them just by being around them, watching them. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of advice, definitely. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Definitely. Thank y'all for y'all support.
Yeah, kid. Motherfucking ball man down to the ground, kid.